Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Patit Pavana Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Radha Gopinath Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. I'm going to change the camera's angle so it captures more. Okay, it's not holding the thing properly. Sorry about that. Let's see. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Ju Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai. Wow, they are decked out. Is it a Kadashi? Yes, baby, I know I'm late. All right, I think that's pretty good. I don't know where the instruments are. None of them. We have no mridanga, no kartal, no nothing. Shashikala hides it. Okay. I think I do have to invest in a new clip for this, because it's very difficult to set it up properly without that. Thank you. We will need kartals also. Okay. Jai. So we will begin with Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan is the auspicious invocation calling for the grace, the blessings, the mercy, the sidelong glances of our beloved Srila Gurudev, our beloved Srila Prabhupada, Arupa Nuga Gauriya Guru Varga, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Prem Purushottam Shachinandan Gaura Hari, going all the way back to the original Guru, who is Krishna himself, and his Guru of Prem, Vrishabhananandani Srimati Radha Thakurani. You can find Mangalacharan in this beautiful bhajan treasure trove, Sri Gauriya Giti Gucha, starting on page 1 with Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Padakamalam. Maybe I'll move this mic a little closer. Oops. Okay. There we go. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Mandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tang Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Mitangscha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणतिनामिने श्रीकृष्णलीलाकतने सुदाक्षम् औदर्यमाधुर्यगुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महन्तं नारायणं त्वं शिरसं नमामि। त्रिनन्दिनं भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाच्युतैकहृदि चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं त्वं सततं प्रपद्ये। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनित्यनामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय गौरप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्तिप्रज्ञान केशव इति नामिने। अतीमर्त्यचरित्राय स्वश्रितानां च पालिने जीवदुःखे सदर्ताय श्रीनाम प्रेमदायिने। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने। श्रीवर्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञान दयिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाध्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दिनतारिणे रूपानुगप्तिरुद्धापसिद्धान्तत्वन्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसम्बोधे पदाम्बुजयते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते। गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टस्य जनप्रिय वैष्णवः सर्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जयतां सुरतोपङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदम्बोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्टालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमन्द्रसरसारम्भी वंशीवत ततस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथश्रियैस्तु नः। वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we will call out for the mercy of Shri Gurudev. Is that clicking the fan? Oh, okay. Keep thinking since they're starting the arti with the fire. Excuse me. Shri Guru Charana Padma, Kevala Bhakti Sarma by Narottam Das Thakur, page 28. Hare Krishna. Haribo. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Mando Isavo Dhano Mate Chahar Prasade Bhai E Bhavatari Achai Krishna Prabhi ho Chaha hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakyo Chintete Koriya Aikyo Arna Kori ho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Muthamagati Je Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Chakkudan Dilo Je Janme Janme Prabhu Se Divya Jnana Hridde Prakashito प्रेम भक्ति जाहा होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाय जाहार चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनारो बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन हा हा प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया तू आपदे लोइनु शरण एवे जाश घुषु त्रिभुवन गुरुदेव पतित पावन प्रभुपाद पतित पावन जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद गुरु परंपरा गुरु परंपरा परंपरा गुरु परंपरा श्रील गुरुदेव की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Shri Guru Parampara ki jai. Radhe Radhe, who's there? I see Sudevi. Yes, I'm sorry I was late. Amit Dandakar, Ananda Raghubir, Atul Krishna Prabhu from the lineage of Sri Ramchandra. And let's see, Manjari Rose, Radhe Radhe. Some of you may have noticed when I came to the last line, I went back into the slow bit again. When we say ha ha in Sanskrit or Bangla, it is not the same as ha ha in English, which means there's something funny. Ha ha is calling out from the core of one's heart in desperation or separation, pleading, ha ha Prabhu Gorodaya Dehamure Padachaya. Please give me your mercy, give me the shade of your lotus feet. And so a lot of people just go through it like, ha ha Prabhu Gorodaya Deha, ha ha Prabhu, like it's a really fun thing. But it's not exactly a fun thing. Like Jayanilo Prema Dhana Karuna Prachur. It is not meant to be sung in a laughing or joking way. Most of our Gaudiya Vaishnava bhajans are in a mood of separation or calling out. Very few are the mood of meeting, but we're not in that realm. We are in the mood of separation, following after our 6 Goswamis who are also in the mood of separation. Once Srila Gurudev asked the devotees, what is the meaning of Om Ajnana Timirandhasya? And the devotees replied, it means that my spiritual master has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. Srila Gurudev asked, have your eyes been opened? Have you been saved? Or are you still bound in this material world? He said, I'm still bound, and my eyes are still closed. And then he said, then how can you say it like that? And you have to take that prayer and make it applicable to you. Instead of saying, my eyes have been opened by the torchlight of knowledge, which would mean we are lying to ourselves, instead, we should say, when, oh when, will my eyes become open by that torch of transcendental knowledge from Sri Gurudev. So if we turn each prayer into a personal prayer, acknowledging the reality of our current situation, we will make so much more progress on the path of bhakti than if we're just pretending that I'm already in Rasalila with Radha and Krishna, or even that my eyes have been opened and that I am awake. So Srila Gurudev wanted that everything that we do on the path of bhakti, we do with intention, so it doesn't become simply a ritual. If we just do the activities, oh, we're coming through, oh, we're singing this bhajan, ha ha Prabhu Gorodaya Deha, what will it mean to us? But if we understand that Narottam Das Thakur is desperately crying for his Gurudev, Sri Lokanath Goswami, to give him mercy, desperate for acceptance, please accept me, please give me your mercy, please instruct me, give me the service and shade of your lotus feet. And then pray to Narottam Das Thakur to also allow us to experience one particle of that mood. Then we will be able to progress something on this path of bhakti, a little bit even, because instead of just running through it, we're making it part of our search, part of our sadhana, part of our seva, part of our bhajan. So now we will call for the mercy of the Vaishnavas. O Hey Vaishnava Thakur by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, page 39. O Hey Vaishnava Thakur, Doyaro Sagar, Dase Karuna Kori, Diya Pado Chaya, Shodho He Amare, Tomaro Charana Dhori, Tomaro Charana Dhori, Chaya क्षय दोष शोधि क्षय गुण देहो दासे क्षय सत संग देह हे आमारे বসেছি সঙ্গের আশে একাকী আমার নাহি পাই বল হরি নাম সংকীর্তনে তুমি কৃপা করি শ্রদ্ধা বিন্দু দিয়া দেব কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমার শক্তি আছে আমি তো কাঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ধাই তো পাছে পাছে ওরে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এ দাসে করুণা করি বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর প্রভু কৃপা করো মোরে দয়া করো কৃপা করো মোরে দয়া করো all Vaishnava Thakurs ki jai যে রূপ সনাতন ভট রঘুনা শ্রীজীব গোপাল ভট দাস রঘুনা এছায় গোসায়ের করি চরণ বন্দন যাহা হইতে বিঘ্ন নাশ অভীষ্ট পূরণ Page 64, Jai Jai Nityananda, Rohini Kumar by Vrindavan Das Thakur. 64. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar Patito udharo lagi bahu pasar Patito udharo lagi bahu pasar Gadaka निर्मला गाधी नीलो जग जाने सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय। गौरांग हरे कृष्ण। गौरांग कबे श्री चैतन्य मोरे कोरी बेने दोया। I think it's somewhere around 96 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Kabe Shri Chaitanya More, page 75.
Kabe Shri Chaitanya More, Karibe Nadaya.
By Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Kabe Shri Chaitanya More Koribe Nadoya Kabe Ami Paibo Navapada Chaya. प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम श्री सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय। कृष्ण कृष्ण प्रभु हे ए बार करुणा करो। It's not in here. It's in the other book. My first time using. Page 576 in the new book. Prabhu hai e barak karo. 576. It's a lot of pages to flip through. Tongue it. It's my first time using the new book. Exciting day. By Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Chalo.
प्रभु हे बारो करो करुणा।
प्रभु हे बारो करो करुणा। মনেরো
দূরে যাবে
দূরে যাবে সব বিকার প্রভু হে এইবার করো নরোত্তম দাসে কয় হে বাঞ্ছা সিদ্ধি হয় দেহ প্রাণ সকল সফল প্রভু হে এইবার করো করুণা
প্রভু হে
प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे गोपीनाथ जी की जय राधे राधे हाँ? राधा भजने जदि मति नाही भेला by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, page I believe it's 110. Let me just check here. 110. राधा भजने जदि मति नाही भेला कृष्ण भजन तव अकारण गेला
राधा भजने जदि मति नाही भेला कृष्ण भजन
आत परोहित सूरज नहि जानी राधा विरोहित माथ प्राणी मानी Krishna Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Panuka Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Radha Gopinath ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktāya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah Ajñānatimirāndhasya Jnānanjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Namahum Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Namine Namahum Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitya Namine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Giring Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Ninatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandava Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashto Tarashata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And the same thousands of Dandava Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashto Tarashata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, past, present, and future, including all of you who are physically present and all of you who are virtually present, I offer my pranam. Hare Krishna. Wow. Avadut Maharaj is watching. And somebody has his Facebook. Hare Krishna. Before I continue with this, the last time we were together on Friday, we spoke about Jiva Tattva from the perspective of I'm not this body, I'm not this skin, I'm not the country I was born in, I'm not my caste, I'm not my family lineage, I'm an eternal, pure spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna, belonging to him eternally, and my Nitya Adhikar, or my eternal qualification, is to love and serve him. And those who don't understand this basic principle have not actually taken the first step on the path of bhakti as given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and through the lineage of Srila Rupa Goswami. This is why our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada made it very, very clear. And so often we heard people saying, oh, I don't need to hear that, I know it. And the longer I am associated with the path of bhakti, the more I realize he probably didn't say it enough. Because it is so easy for the conditioned souls who are bound in this material world to get caught up in the momentum of what we have already bound ourselves into this material world with, which is false ego. And false ego is the idea of I and mine. And we have to latch onto something, so we latch onto my body, my place of birth, my family, even my religion, so many different things we bind to just so that we can tell others, I am better than you. So that we can, as Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada said, lord it over others or lord it over the material energy. And so we discussed this principle last time. And today I came across something very interesting. a very nice, sweet devotee, is questioning our lineage, because there's not so much written from outside, only it is written by those who are connected with it. Whereas in other faiths and other religions, there's so much historical evidence from people who are not even within that religion to give proof to it. And the way he was questioning, with his very intelligent questioning, it was quite doubtful of the faith. And I began considering what he was questioning. That how can you put faith in your religion, basically? There's no outside verification from scholarly persons who are not within it that is giving credence to your faith. And then he was trying to propound a different faith. And I was thinking about it. Throughout all of history, what we mostly find are the news coming from the victors. When there's a battle, the loser doesn't get to tell their story, really. It's always the winner. And the winner always tells it with a sense of grandiose, something which is tainted from their side. Even now, if you look at the news, it's so difficult to know what is real and what is not. And there's more information now than there has ever been. And there's more confusion now than there has ever been. In the past, somebody would tell a story, someone would hear it, someone would accept it, and then those who decided to accept it, if anyone went against it, they would be guilty of heresy. You don't accept our story. And so he was trying to push forward his story above our story. From a spiritual perspective, we cannot take what historians and theologians say at face value, because they are coming from a material perspective. They're coming from a material perspective, so what can they know about the truth? But even from a material historical perspective, if we just look at the path of Krishna Bhakti, and I would say first Krishna Tattva, from the perspective of logic, and you really go deeply into what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates have taught, I will frankly say that there is nothing which comes close to that tattva of God within trillions of miles, the tattva. It is so full, so complete, so vast, and so grand. It is all accommodating, and it is absolute. And that absoluteness includes necessarily the frosting on that cake, which is rasa. Because if God is unlimited and infinite, then you cannot deny rasa to God. And so there is no conception which is more complete. If you look at it from just an external perspective, I would say a mundane perspective about the concept of God. I would say the Gaudiya conception is all-inclusive, because it includes Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, and all creation. Everything all together, including Maya, including jivas, free and bound, including all material nature. Everything is included within it, and everything is discussed minutely, in very great detail. So I just wanted to mention this, not to put any other faith down, but if we were to just look from I would say a generic, mundane perspective at the vastness and the awesomeness of the thought process of Krishna Tattva or Bhagavat Tattva, it is all accommodating and absolute and awesome. I remember when I was in my comparative religions class at Cal State University of Los Angeles, they were telling different concepts of time from so many different faiths. And some were like, a few thousand years, that's time. And they finally came to Vedism or Hinduism, and they said, according to the Hinduistic conception, this was just generic studies, A parrot takes the finest piece of silk. Once every 1,000 years he flies over the Himalayas and ever so lightly just brushes the top of the Himalayas with that piece of silk. The time it takes to reduce the Himalayas to dust is the time of this creation. And then again it comes. In other words, it's a cyclical thing. It takes that long to reduce the Himalayas to a pile of dust, and then again it is reborn. And my mind was blown. It was so long and so vast. And it wasn't anything that I wasn't familiar with, but it just expanded the small vision that so many of us have. And so for us who are following this path of Gaudiya Vaishnavism and Krishna Bhakti, just on that platform itself, there is an unlimited amount of energy that we can place toward that absolute truth. And we can never begin to scratch the surface of the glories of the absolute. And then on top of that comes the rasa. And that is the transcendental play and the emotion, the relationship with that absolute truth, which is also full of unlimited ananda, unlimited lila, in all variegated forms and ways. There is never an end to it. And there is always the satisfaction of the feeling of ever-increasingness in coming to Krishna, because Krishna is Vibhu and we are Vibhinangsa. The nature of the finitest particle, us jivas, in connection with the unlimited, ever-expanding Supreme Personality is always that we will be infinitesimal, and He is always supreme from the perspective of Tattva. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that for the consideration of the devotees who sometimes become a little bit confused because they're only looking at, when they're not in the mature state, at the perspective of rasa, and not looking also at the perspective given by Srimad Bhagavatam of creation and the awesomeness, the magnitude of Godhead. That is why it is recommended that first we have an understanding or develop an understanding of the Godhead of Bhagavan. Then we can properly appreciate the sweetness of His personal form. If we just jump into, oh yeah, this is my friend, but I don't have any realization or understanding of His greatness, then I can mundanize Him. So all of our Guru Varga have told us both. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, as our Gurudev would tell, came to tell us that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Gurudev would say, and I've come to tell you that one day you will have to forget that. Both are true. Both are true. But only on the platform of that understanding of the greatness of God will we appreciate the sweetness of His human-like pastimes. Otherwise, we can mundanize Him. So only when prem is so great that it actually covers that Aishwarya will that prem be considered proper and mature. Not when we sahajaize it. I'm making this word up, sahajaize. Making it cheap. Like that one devotee who just placed his arm around Gurudev's neck and walked him back and forth and was like, hey, you need a new secretary, and was joking with him. He was playing with him inappropriately without having that depth of relationship with him. And no one can have that depth of relationship with him. Maybe his senior or his equal, but never a disciple. To just play like that. So we cannot play with Krishna like that unless we are actually on an equal level, transcendentally. The Sakhas are on an equal level with Krishna. Therefore, they can wrestle with Him. They can throw Him in the dust. They can jump on top of Him. They can tell on Him. They can make Him cry. They can tell Him to close His eyes and open His mouth and put a chili pakora in His mouth or whatever they do, because they're on an equal level with Him in terms of their rasa. They're able to do this. And the gopis are on an equal, slightly superior level. Gurudev never would refrain from saying that Srimati Radhika is the superior personality of Godhead. And there's a reason for that. Even in terms of her position in society, technically she's a little bit superior. And so are those gopis, all of her gopis. Just there. From a societal perspective, but also because of their love and affection, they're able to control Krishna. And so he feels that that love is superior to him. Therefore, he cannot repay it. He's eternally indebted. So now I would like to come back to going beyond Vaikuntha. Before entering into this transcendental literature, we will first pray in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev, the commentator, and Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad, the one who has witnessed and written this pastime of Gopakumar's journey beyond Vaikuntha, all the way to perfection, from the stage of being bound in this material world with zero interest in bhakti or Krishna. So much so that Krishna had to bend the rules of his creation to try to get his attention. Eventually he made him take birth at Govardhan, and he himself became his guru. This should give us so much hope. So praying in the dust of their lotus feet, that may even a particle of their moods which are present within these pages manifest itself within our hearts. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai. Srila Gurudev was speaking about all of the different avatars that in the transcendental realm known as Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha contains all of the transcendental realm, but you can say there are outer rings and more inner rings and more inner rings, as Rupa Goswami tells in Sri Upadeshamrita. Vaikuntaj janito vara madhupuri tatrapi rasotsavat vrindaranya mudara pani ramana tatrapi govardhana radha kundam ihapi gokulapate premamrita plavanat. Govardhan, Radha Kund, Vrindavan are all contained within the greater Vaikuntha. But Vaikuntha itself is Aishwarya Dham. And where there's a concentration of transcendental ecstasy, in other words, where that Aishwarya is covered more by the sweetness of relationship, that is considered superior. So more than Vaikuntha would be Ayodhya. Because there is a mood of dasya and a mood of friendship. There's still a permeation of awe and reverence towards Sri Ramachandra, but the relationship is much more deep than the relationships with Sriman Narayan. And more than Ayodhya would be Dwarka. Krishna's relationships with the Pandavas are very, very intimate, very friendly, very affectionate. But more than that, you would find in Mathura, but Madhupuri, Braj Mandal. All of the different moods of love and affection of all of the Brajbasis. But within all Braj Mandal, Govardhan. And then Radha Kund. Because that is where there is a transcendental deluge of prem that is drowning everyone. That love and affection is drowning everyone, Radha and Krishna especially. So that is the concentration of transcendental ecstasy which defines what is the most high or the most important place in all of existence. If you go to Radha Kund, the Pandas there, especially Mohan Panda, will say in all of the universe, Radha Kund is supermost. He said Vrindavan is topmost, but Radha Kund is supermost. So this is the teaching of Srila Rupa Goswami. And then he shows after that, the next verse, verse 10 and verse 11 of Upadeshamrita, is just increasingly glorifying Sri Radha Kunda. So here, Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad is discussing all of the different realms within Vaikuntha. And this is appropriate for us to hear because we may have to go through that and we must understand that these allurements may come to us, but we must maintain our one-pointed mood toward our Ishtadev so that we don't get trapped or stuck. We can get trapped easily. But if we're trapped, and that is not the nature of our Atma intrinsically, then we will never be satisfied. How long did Gopkumar remain within the Brahmajyoti? Does anyone know? Within Brahmajyoti. This is beyond devastation. We've never heard how long he was stuck there, because there's no concept of material time there. Is it 1,000,000 years? 1,000,000,000 years? 1,000,000,000,000 years? We don't know. But he was trapped in that state for quite a long time. It was only by the power of his mantra, his Diksha mantra, which he received from his Gurudev, that he was able to be pulled out of that trapping, the white light. He also went to Vaikuntha. He was there with Sriman Narayan. For how long? We don't know. How long was he there with Sri Ramachandra? And yet his Atma was not aligned with its own nature. So, as Srila Gurudev personally told myself and Sudevi, along with Janaki and Mukesh, we should be very, very careful. He said, if you were ever to see Sri Ramachandra, he told us, he's so beautiful, so charming, so handsome, so heroic. Immediately your heart would want to run to him. So if you ever see any picture, any murti of Sri Ram, you should never address him as Ram, he said. You should say to him, "Oh Krishna, you have appeared in such a beautiful form as Ram. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna." And he told them, Ram Bhaktas, exactly the opposite of what he told us. Krishna is so charming, so sweet. He is a thief. Anything sweet, like a beautiful heart, it's as if he was born to steal it. Immediately he would want to steal your heart, and your heart would want to run to him. So he told them, if you ever see any picture or murti of Krishna, never address him as Krishna. You should say, "Hey Ram, you have appeared in such a beautiful form as Krishna. Jai Ram, Jai Ram." Why? Why is he telling us this? So that we can keep our one-pointed mood toward our specific Ishtadev. That no matter what, no matter who comes, no matter what kind of pull comes to us from any place, we should keep our goal, keep our focus, and keep moving toward that goal. That is why Srila Gurudev had us repeat again and again and again our desire, our goal, and he warned us that Krishna is very tricky. He will try to give you so many different things. Do you want this? Oh, you can have it. Do you want that? You can take it. Do you want wealth? Do you want palaces? Do you want beautiful husband, beautiful wife? Do you want this? Do you want? He'll give it to you so easily. Do you want to enjoy in the heavenly planets? Most of us say no. But if we were presented with it, we might just become attracted. But Srila Gurudev said, if Krishna were to ever stand in front of you and ask you, what do you want? He said, only one prayer should escape your lips. Does anyone know that prayer? Very good. Shyama Sundar, Shikanda Shekara, Smerahasa, Murali Manohara, Radhika Rasikamang Kripanidhe, Svapriya Charana Kinkaring Guru. Oh Krishna, if you can give me anything, I only want this one thing. Please make me a kinkari, a maidservant at the feet of your dear most beloved Srimati Radhika. I don't want anything else. He would have us repeat this regularly as a daily, practically daily prayer. And he would also tell us anyabhilashita shunyam, about one-pointed bhakti, how to keep our mind focused. He would always tell us to keep our goal and not to become distracted. He was trying to help us focus so that we would not become lost. We will understand and realize, maybe not even here, but in the next realm, and the next one, and the next one, what a valuable treasure Gurudev has given us. We might not even realize it now, but in that realm, we'll be going, oh my God, what did he give me? What did he give me? I can't believe it. And our indebtedness to him will increase millions and millions and millions of times over, all the way to infinity forever. So now, we're going back to hear about these different realms. We can appreciate them without getting stuck in them. So last time, Srila Gurudev was speaking about the Meena incarnation, that is the fish incarnation. And he was speaking from the Markandeya Purana. This must be mentioned in Brihad Bhagavatamrita like this, otherwise Gurudev wouldn't have spoken the detail like this. Because generally we hear that Matsya appeared to Satyavrata Muni, the one who has composed Sri Damodarashtakam. But the whole history that Gurudev gave here was Matsya appearing to Markandeya Rishi. We should understand when there are differences like this, that it is Kalpa Bhed. Kalpa means the day of Brahma. In a day of Brahma, the Lord appears, and there are so many different manifestations of the Lord, but the details of how he appears and exactly what he does may be different. Just like Srimati Radhika may appear on 1,000-petaled lotus in Barshana within Vrishabhanukunda, or she may appear in Raval on 1,000-petaled lotus in Yamuna, or from a golden orb. She appears in different ways, and yet she appears, and she performs pastimes with Krishna. Sometimes Govardhan comes here on the hand of Pulastya Rishi, sometimes Govardhan comes here on the hand of Hanuman, sometimes in other ways that I don't know about. And so we see that this incarnation of Matsya that we had been reading about was manifested to Markandeya Rishi. And Markandeya Rishi was instructed to make a boat to carry 2 individuals of every species and also all seeds, to carry all of that on the boat, and then after some time when the water was receding, they were able to stop at Prayag. And so the Meena incarnation in this case saved Markandeya Rishi, and Markandeya Rishi on his order saved all of the species of the world. Okay. So Gurudev explained that this is one Meena avatar, one fish incarnation. This Meena incarnation resides in Vaikuntha, and when necessity arises, he comes to this world. His tattva is non-different from Narayan. His pastimes are variegated, but in tattva they are one. Within the transcendental realm of Vaikuntha are unlimited Vaikuntha planets, and they are predominated by Narayan, but in so many different forms. There's not just one Kurma avatar, there are millions, and they're all present simultaneously. Narasimhas, Vamans, Matsyas, so many different forms, and they're the presiding deities of those planets. They don't necessarily always look like what we think they look like either. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has described to Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad. You can find it very, very detailed within Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many of the different Vishnu forms, and how their arms are, and what weapon is in what arm, and where they reside within the greater realm of Vaikuntha. So here, Srila Gurudev is saying, another Meena incarnation protected the Vedas. The demons had stolen the Vedas and thrown them into the water of the dissolution, and the Vedas had disappeared. The tendency of demons is to be greatly destructive. And now also we see that the Vedic scriptures are slowly disappearing. If people don't respect them, what will happen? They will disappear slowly. The Vedas will not remain. You won't be able to find the Bhagavatam, and such spiritual talks will disappear altogether. The mood of Vrindavan and Mathura will change, and after some time, men will also change. They won't respect holy men and saints. and they won't respect the Gita and the Bhagavatam. Like this, the Vedas had disappeared, and to protect them, another Meena incarnation appeared. You will find now India is considered to be a secular country, and within the public school system, quite often they speak about all of these histories as mythology. And a whole generation of Hindus within India are growing up actually quite atheistic. And so what Gurudev is saying here is there's a gradual disappearance of these scriptures because people don't have faith in them, they don't respect them, they will disappear. Yes, Prabhu?
Would we consider that all the incarnations in Vaikuntha, they correspond to the different species of life?
Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada told, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, I think Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was paraphrasing Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You told last time by Janti Mala Didi that the Supreme Lord appears in every species of life. And so there must be eternal forms because the Lord is eternal. And the species themselves have their origin in the Lord, not the other way around. So He has already manifested in those forms eternally, and then from there, He has manifested the species. Well, there's 8,400,000 in this world, but I'm not sure if there are more in other worlds. There may be more. There must be more. Did you want to add? Yes. Bhagavad Gita? Oh. Okay. Okay. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling in the commentary of the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that Krishna advanced in every species and not only in India, but He advanced also in His full or complete form only within Vrindavan. I have to say only Vrindavan because Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. So every species. When we hear 8,400,000 species, I don't know if that is only for this Earth planet or if that's for the whole universe. I don't know if that is what it is for other universes. As we discussed, there are different Brahmas with so many other dimensions. If Brahma himself can have 1,000,000 dimensions with his 1,000,000 heads, how many species may there be? We cannot limit Bhagavan, so he may have unlimited different forms. We cannot limit him, which
Sounds more logical that way.
it does. It's interesting because Bhagavan, you cannot understand him through logic, and yet logic can go to a certain point. Understanding the idea of unlimited, then we cannot limit him. So we cannot limit to how many forms he has. In Shastra, it is said that unlimited forms of Bhagavan are manifesting, like rivulets going to the ocean, or waves in the ocean. We cannot say. Unlimited incarnations are present. It is told in Shastra. And how many waves are there in the ocean? We cannot count because they keep coming. How many have come before? We still don't know. How many will come in the future? We don't know. So we cannot limit Bhagavan. Gurudev actually said what I'm giving right now, he said you should take it very seriously to heart. In 100 or 200 years, hardly any of it will be found anywhere. It will be very difficult to find what he is giving in even 100 to 200 years. So we should take it seriously now. So Srila Gurudev, he said like this, the Vedas had disappeared, and to protect them, another Meena incarnation appeared. This Meena incarnation saved Satyavrata Muni, who had at that time offered a prayer known as the Damodarashtaka. Taking so many things with him, he stayed in the ocean for a long time, and the Vedas and scriptures were kept in his heart. Again, the dissolution was finished, and again, in the 4 directions, creation took place. So there is not just one Meena incarnation, but many. In Vaikuntha also there are different chambers suitable for their particular devotees, and Satyavrat Muni's worshipful Lord is this particular Meena incarnation. I have a question about that. Srila Gurudev said that Satyavrat Muni's worshipful Lord is this particular Meena incarnation. But that same Satyavrat Muni, over millions of years, Gurudev said, had a progressive realization. And as he was realizing progressively, he was composing these verses. Gurudev said he didn't sit down and write them all at once. First, he approached him, Namam Ishwaram. I'm offering pranam to the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller of everything. And then you see by the fourth verse, he's not satisfied with that. He's saying, I only want to see this beautiful form of Bala Gopal in front of me. And by the end, so this is coming toward Vatsalyata, toward this Bala Gopal Krishna. By the end, he's taking shelter of Srimati Radhika. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Ananta Lilaya Devaya Tubhyam. So my question is, was Satyavrat Muni worshipping that form but not in a state of ultimate perfection, where gradually he developed his realization and understanding, like the family of Gopal Bhatta Goswami? They were worshipping Lakshmi Narayan in the Sri Sampradaya, but through association, gradually they realized their own internal identity. Prabodhananda Saraswati Pad realized that he's not of that, he's of Vrindavan. And we understand that he is Tunga Vidya Sakhi in Braj. And the other family members of Gopal Bhatta Goswami also had a progressive realization to awaken them from their immature or incomplete state toward their complete state. So my question again, based on what we know of Satyavrat Muni, Gurudev said his worshipful Lord is this particular Meena incarnation. Is that his Ishtadev eternally, or is his Ishtadev Bala Gopal or Krishna in Vrindavan? Has anyone heard? Good question. Is it the same Satyavrata Muni? I'll leave it at that. Good question. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
I think Sri Gandhi Maharaj, when he was doing the Satyavrat Muni, I think he said he was
In Braj mood.
I think he said that.
The question by Janti Maladidi asked was very good. Is it the same Satyavrat Muni? Because there may be Satyavrat Munis who their Ishtadev is this Meena avatar in Vaikuntha, and other Satyavrat Munis who are able to progress to their perfection in Braj. We hear the same history with Markandeya Rishi, Satyavrat Muni, and others. And it may be that there are many of them, like positions, like Indra. Indra is not just one personality, there are many personalities. Or Brahma. Even the Brahma within this universe is changing. Every time the in-breath and out-breath of Mahavishnu comes, the Brahma changes. What to speak of all of the different Brahmas in different universes. So this is just one minute particle of the infinite glories of Bhagavan. Ananta Shesha is telling in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is told there, that with his millions of mouths he's been glorifying, unlimited mouths really, glorifying the Supreme Lord since time without beginning. And yet the glories of the Supreme Lord are so unfathomable, so vast and so deep that he feels unable to even scratch the surface of those glories. So Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Patit Pavan Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai, Radha Gopinath Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinama Sankirtana ki jai, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. I hope I didn't leave all of you confused.
I don't think anybody is so eternal, you know. any of the posts.
Yeah.
All different people going there after
Right.
the devastation.
Yeah, it's a post. It's not an eternal. Jaya Gora Chande